I I have a problem with what Anthony Davis just said, okay? I took the same shots that I took in game one. Yeah, you took some of the same shots, but you wasn't a dominant force. And I'm watching the game last night, and I just want to know, how in the hell do Anthony Davis go from looking like the best player in the world in game one to game two looking like Kendrick Perkins? I have a problem with that. And for the life of me, I don't understand the drop-off. We're not asking you to string together 5 games or 6 games or an entire series. We just want to see back-to-back performances with you going out there and dominating and being the best player. Whether that's running the floor, deep seals, demanding the ball, 15 rebounds, 7 blocks, things to that nature. And look, I understand. You're doing it for your organization, the Lakers, you're doing it for your teammates, but at some point, you have to do it for the name on the back of your jersey. And at some point, you have to do it for yourself, to be consistent, to be that dominant player. I just needed to get that out the way because it was very frustrating watching him yesterday and his lack of effort on both ends of the floor and watching them have that huge drop-off in that game two.
This was extremely predictable. First off, we have seen Anthony Davis throughout this entire playoff run go up and down, up and down, up and down. One of the safest bets you can make right now in the whole world is when the home team loses game one of a playoff series, that they're going to win game two. It is 16 consecutive times, including 3 times in the last 3 days, or 4 days, whatever it is, that we have seen after the home team loses game one, that the other team comes back. We saw it with the Knicks, we saw it with the Celtics, and now we see it with the Warriors. It is the cadence of the NBA, and frankly, you can argue, Perk, that that shouldn't be the case, but I don't think that the Lakers were that upset with the way this played out. They packed it in the second half. LeBron only played 28 minutes. AD's minutes stayed down. They go back home. They saw the adjustments that the Warriors made. They went smaller. Steve Kerr putting JaMychal Green in the starting lineup, coming up with an explanation to try to throw everybody off that Kevon Looney wasn't feeling well, which I find dubious, but maybe it's true. I don't know. And then they go home for games 3 and 4, trying to take control of the series. They obviously are going to have to make some adjustments to get Anthony Davis going, but I don't think the Lakers are that stressed. They know that they're going to have to play very well. I think that the Lakers are going to try to see if they can use their home court advantage now that they've got here to grab this series. To me, Lakers going 1-1, victory LA, advantage LA. If it's 2-2 after game 4, advantage Golden State. The Lakers are going to gun for 3-1, and they save some energy up to try to do it.
Wendy, you're wrong for the first time. Flat out wrong. Anthony Davis was straight garbage last night. Let's just call it what it is. Straight garbage, okay? I mean, he was so bad, sanitation workers might not want to go near him, and that's their job, to take out garbage. That's how bad he was. Now, let's understand something here, and it's the damn truth. We gonna say it today, okay? Because I ain't got patience, not when I'm tired. Here's the deal, y'all. It's not about what you said, Wendy, because I get your point, and you're not wrong about that. But did you see how LeBron James came out in the first quarter? He was ready. The fact of the matter is, if Anthony Davis was ready like that, they would have had a legitimate shot to go up 2-0 in this series. But he wasn't ready to play. Now, I've pointed this out on several occasions because it's absolutely crazy. In odd numbers games, 1, 3, 5, and then again in game 1 of this series, Anthony Davis is averaging 28.5 points and 17 rebounds on 55% shooting. In even number games, 2, 4, 6, and then game 2 of this series, this man is averaging 13 points and 10 rebounds on 40% shooting from the field, okay? You got 32 different players who've scored 20 points in back-to-back games this postseason. 32 players who've scored 20 points in back-to-back games this season. 20 points or better. Anthony Davis is not one of them. And we all know that when Anthony Davis is on the court and Anthony Davis is playing his game, he's easily a top 7 player in the world as far as I'm concerned. The issue in question is, what is the problem with you continuously not being able to show up in back-to-back performances, particularly in the postseason where there are no back-to-back games? That is a problem. We all know this. And so we can point to the Lakers, and you got 2 games at home coming up, and games 3 and 4, whatever. But it doesn't negate the fact that the effort that you put forth was freaking inexcusable. It was embarrassing, okay? It was so embarrassing. I think that Anthony Davis should have had a hard time sitting next to LeBron James. LeBron James is going on 39 years of age. He's in his 20th season in the National Basketball Association. And after game 1, he came out there in game 2 and gave you a chance. He showed he was ready, and you showed him he was standing by his damn self.
I don't understand why Brian Windhorst is making excuses for Anthony Davis. There's never a good reason to just give up a playoff game. We knew right away that the Warriors were going to adjust in game 2, and they did by putting Draymond Green on Anthony Davis. But let me tell you, that had no impact on what happened last night. Anthony Davis took himself out of that game, and it was on both ends. The other big story was Klay Thompson having a great game, but Anthony Davis is also largely responsible for that. The Warriors always set a million off-ball screens, and a lot of times Anthony Davis was the one getting switched onto Klay Thompson, and he decided to just let him shoot. He let Klay Thompson get hot in a playoff game. I understand the idea is to limit Steph Curry as much as possible, but they are 4-time champions. They obviously have more good players than just Steph Curry. And I don't think the Lakers can just play it slick and say that was the plan all along. If you go up 2-0 and you're going back to Los Angeles, you're probably going to win the series. To say that they just gave up the game or it was part of the strategy is completely ridiculous. If that was the case, why did LeBron James come out guns blazing and have 20 points in the first half? Anthony Davis completely let the Lakers down last night. He didn't even try on offense. At times, I forgot he was even there. This isn't the Memphis Grizzlies anymore. You can't get away with trying every other game, especially when you get deeper into the playoffs. If you're serious about winning another championship, you have to play every game. You're not going to make every shot, but you have to at least show effort in every game. Jimmy Butler, with a bunch of undrafted players, has done more for his team in the playoffs than Anthony Davis, and he didn't even play in game 2. Brian Windhorst can try and keep it cool all he wants, but here's how I know that the Lakers didn't purposely give up game 2 or pack it in because they won game 1. Anthony Davis is perfectly healthy right now. When can we say that? When doesn't he go to the locker room or have a minor injury? That fact alone is exactly why the Lakers wanted to win that game. LeBron James came out guns blazing because he has no idea when Anthony Davis is going to get hurt, and he's trying to win now. It wasn't part of their strategy to give up game 2. You don't give up games against the Warriors. You don't let Steph and Klay have another chance to eliminate you from the playoffs. If Anthony Davis isn't aggressive every game from here on out, the Lakers are going to lose this series. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know in the comments, who do you have taken this series and in how many games? And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more NBA content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.